National School Choice Week starts this Sunday all across the country with thousands of events planned to celebrate education reform. Andrew Campanella, who's the president of National School Choice Week, joins me now with more. Good to see you, Andrew.
Good to see you too. Thanks so much.
Let's talk big picture. What is the goal of National School Choice Week?
Sure. The goal of National School Choice Week, with 21,000 events all across the country, is to let parents know that when it comes to their kids' education, they do have choices. It's also an opportunity for people who support school choice to stand up, speak out, and have their voices heard.
Okay, Andrew, so what kinds of events will be happening next week that people are encouraged to attend?
Sure. We have everything from parent information sessions, open houses, school fairs, to rallies at 25 state capitals across the country. The goal, again, is raising awareness of school choice, letting parents know they have these choices, and giving people an opportunity to say that they want more school choice options, because we know that every child is unique, every child is different. What might be a great school for one child is not necessarily a good school for another. So by pairing kids up with schools that meet their learning styles and needs, we can see greater results in things like graduation rates, student achievement, parent satisfaction, etc.
So let's get specific here. How does Ohio stack up when it comes to these opportunities that we're talking about? How many choices do parents have?
Sure. Well, Ohio families have more options than parents in many other states across the country. You've got great traditional public schools and some open enrollment policies that allow parents to switch between and among districts, public charter schools, of which there are many in Ohio, public magnet schools, which are theme-based schools, private school choice programs, a full-time statewide tuition-free online academy, as well as the freedom and flexibility to homeschool your kids. So those are 6 options right there that are available to Buckeye families.
All right, Andrew, and I know this week really meant to help parents be able to take advantage of the school choice. So how can parents go about doing that? How do they make this process easier?
That's a great question. The first thing I would encourage parents to do if they want to look at the options available to their kids for education is to start right now. Don't wait until summer break. Start visiting schools, asking questions, talking to other parents during National School Choice Week. If you wait until the summer months, you'll almost have waited too long, because a lot of the seats in some of the best schools, the ones that are pretty competitive in terms of wait lists and things like that, they'll be filled up. So you want to let schools know that there's going to be demand now. If they need to hire more teachers or create more classes, you should visit those schools and get the process started.
All right, let's do a little devil's advocate here. Opponents of School Choice Week, they say that it takes funds away from traditional public schools, or school choice in general, I should say. So how would you respond to that?
Sure. What I would say is that the research shows that school choice helps public schools get better. It also is important to remember that when we talk about education and we talk about school choice, we need to talk about funding the education of individual kids. Education is not just about adult jobs and systems, it's about children. So let's make sure that we have well-funded education in this country, but also remember that education is about providing every child with the tools, the resources, and the knowledge they need to live their own dreams.
All right, where is the best place then to send our viewers, send those parents to get more information on this, Andrew?
Sure, schoolchoiceweek.com, or follow us on Twitter using the hashtag schoolchoice.
All right, it is as simple as that. Thank you again for being with us.
Thanks for having me.